students, now I am going to discuss inter-second chemistry topic, that one is p block elements. Already introduction of the p block elements are completed. What is mean by p block and what are the characteristic properties of p block elements and what are the how many groups present in the p block and what is the 15th group element, what is the definition of 15th group element, what are the elements present in the 15th group elements, and the general properties are also completed like electronic configuration and their ionization enthalpy, atomic size, electronegativity, metallic properties, they are all completed. Now we have to going to discuss, that is preparation of the dinitrogen. So here how to prepare dinitrogen. So dinitrogen means the nitrogen contains two atoms. So two atoms means di. So here dinitrogen. How to prepare dinitrogen? So here first in the laboratory dinitrogen gas is prepared by here ammonium chloride. By using ammonium chloride, this ammonium chloride react with sodium nitrite. Not nitrite, here NO2. So we call as nitrite. So ammonium chloride react with sodium nitrite. They gives dinitrogen, sodium chloride and water. So all of you note down this reaction. Ammonium chloride in the laboratory, dinitrogen is prepared from ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride react with sodium nitrate. They gives dinitrogen, sodium chloride and water. So during this reaction, some amount of a small amount of nitric oxide and nitrogen monoxide and nitric acid is formed. So during the formation of the dinitrogen, a small amount of nitrogen monoxide and nitric acid is formed. They are removed by the nitric oxide, nitric acid, they are removed by passing the gas into sulfuric acid and potassium dichromate. So and next how to prepare. So this is one of the method. Second method we have to see this ammonium dichromate. Ammonium dichromate upon heating they produce dinitrogen, water and chromium oxide. And another method also present. We get here by using barium azide, we get a pure dinitrogen. So here barium azide, azide means N3. So here barium azide. So they converted into barium and nitrogen gas. So by using barium azide, we get a pure nitrogen gas. Barium azide gives barium and dinitrogen. And next, what are the properties of this? These are the preparation of the dinitrogen. So here all of you note down these reactions and now we have to going to discuss that is properties of the dinitrogen. So here the nitrogen is a gas, all of you know that. So here dinitrogen does not contain color. So it is colorless and it is odorless and it is tasteless and this is not toxic gas. There is no effect of the gas. So here the properties, the physical properties of the gas is this is colorless, odorless, tasteless, non-toxic gas. So next here odorless means and next here dinitrogen exhibit two types of isotopes. What are mean by isotopes? Iso means same atomic number, yes or not? Same atomic number, nitrogen atomic number 7, this nitrogen atomic also number is 7. But what is the difference here? Mass is different. So this is known as isotope. Same atomic number but different in mass is known as isotope. So here atomic number is 7. So the nitrogen exhibit two types of isotopes, that is N14 and N15. Next, here dinitrogen does not soluble in water. Low solubility is present because here between the nitrogen it is not a non-polar solvent. It is non-polar solvent, that's why it get low solubility in water. Water is a polar solvent, yes or not? Polar means contains charge. Nitrogen does not contain charge. That's why it is very low solubility. We can see here low solubility in water. And next, here freezing point, boiling points are very low because it does not soluble in water. That's why. So low freezing point and boiling points are observed. And next here, the dinitrogen is inert. They does not react. They can react. Why it is not react? Why it is inert? Inert means they are stable. Inert means they are stable. Why they are stable? Because between two nitrogen atoms triple bond is present. They can show high bond enthalpy. So here the dinitrogen is inert at room temperature because between the two nitrogen atoms triple bond is present. That's why they are highly stable. So highly stable, that's why it is inert at room temperature. And here Dilation also involved in chemical reaction. when we are rise in temperature. So when rise in temperature, what happen? As temperature increases, reactivity of the dinitrogen also increases. So the reactivity of the dinitrogen depends on temperature. As temperature increases, reactivity of the dinitrogen also increases. See some reactions. So here reactivity with metals. Reactivity with metals at high temperature. At low temperature it is stable. At low temperature it is stable. So does not involve in chemical reaction. When it is involved in high temperature. So here reactivity with metals at high temperature. See the reactions here. So here dinitrogen react with metal, lithium. Lithium is the first group element. So here then lithium, it is metal or not? Yes, this is a metal. S block elements are metals. So here lithium react with dinitrogen at high temperature. At high temperature we get here lithium nitride. We get here lithium nitride. And see another reaction, that is magnesium. Magnesium also secondary group element. This is also metal. So here magnesium react with dinitrogen upon at high temperature. We get here magnesium nitride. So at high temperature what happened? The lithium, the nitrogen involved in chemical reactions. So nitrogen and hydrogens, 1 mole of nitrogen, 3 moles of hydrogen, they can react with each other and they can form ammonia. So this is by using dinitrogen we can prepare ammonia by Haber's process. So here see, here nitrogen and hydrogen. So at high temperature is involved, that is 773 Kelvin temperature, and the catalyst is iron and molybdenum. So what happened here? The nitrogen and hydrogen in the presence of the temperature is 773 Kelvin temperature, and in the presence of iron and molybdenum they act as a catalyst. Now we get here 2 moles of ammonia. So it is a reversible reaction. It is a reversible reaction, and here during this reaction some amount of heat is released. So during the formation of ammonia some amount of heat is released. So this is known as exothermic. This is known as exothermic. Exo means here heat is evolved. So here how much enthalpy, how much heat is evolved means, that is minus 46.1 kilojoules per mole heat is released during this formation of ammonia. And here so here what happened here, nitrogen can react with oxygen. They both are gases, yes or no? So here nitrogen and oxygen, they are react with each other at high temperatures. That is nothing but 2000 Kelvin temperature. Now this dinitrogen react with oxygen and we get here nitric oxide. So these are the chemical reactions. The nitrogen react with metals, and here the nitrogen also used in the formation of ammonia, and here nitric oxide.